remember the first time I sat down to make a YouTube video. It was not pretty. In fact, I spent about 4 or 5 hours scripting word for word everything I wanted to say for the video, and then going downstairs here to record it for 2 hours, and I just couldn't. Like, I just watched it, and I'm like, I cannot upload this for my own sake. Like, I cannot sleep at night if I upload this video. So I scrapped it all. 7-8 hours of work that day. I woke up that morning determined as hell. I'm like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I don't know why. Let's just try it. Did not work. So in my frustration, I literally sat down again and just press record, ranting about how I can't even make a freaking YouTube video and talk on camera, and how embarrassing it is, and how I don't feel like I look good on camera. I don't feel like I can speak well on camera. I feel like in general, like in real life as well, I can't even speak well. Who would even listen to me on a camera online, right? Well, apparently 18,000 people will. But I didn't know that at the time. And I feel like the lesson that I've learned the last 6 months, because somehow it's only been, 7 months now, almost, is that you need to start before you know how. I thought I would read books on how to be an influencer, get a YouTube course or something, like learn how to be an influencer before I start. Learn how to like be higher on this, like, what's it called, the journey on self-improvement before I start preaching to a lower level. But no, there's power in just starting before you know how. Number one, it's because just because you make progress in something doesn't mean you have to be way higher up before you start teaching it to people, right? Let's say I learned how to, quit porn addiction or something like that. If you think about it, the guy that's been off of porn for 10 years, teaching a guy who's now trying to quit, sure, he has the credibility, but it's almost like he's so far higher up than the guy he's trying to teach that they almost can't relate, right? But let's say a guy who's been off porn for like a month, right? And then he's teaching the guy who's trying to quit. It's almost like there's more relation there, and he can remember in more vivid detail how hard the addiction was and the temptations and what to do. Or let's say a guy is just getting into the gym. The fitness influencer with 100,000 subscribers teaching him, he might have more credibility, right? But the guy who's like, oh, I used to be a video game addict, really anorexic, really skinny, but I've just been going to the gym for 2 months now and I've gotten it consistent. Now I can help you because I've just started making progress in this. He's gonna have like the kind of in autistic detail every step of the way, right? Oh, here's how you find a gym, here's how you sign up, here's how you hold the weight properly. All these little details that the expert would neglect and assume you already know. The guy that's just a couple steps ahead of you that still remembers struggling with can help you with so much better. So there's actually so much value in just starting before you feel like you're credible, and no matter what you're doing. Especially for me, I wanted to be a self-improvement YouTuber. What the heck does that even mean? I still don't know. But I started before I was 20, 21, 22, when I was jacked with the body. My mind was stronger, more powerful. I was wiser. Started before I know how. And that's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Because now I'm scaling a personal brand that might feed my family in the future. Start before you know how. It is a marathon, not a sprint. So don't wait, okay? Because this marathon is long, and the sooner you start this marathon, the better. Because, I don't know, there's no harm today's day and age, right? You look at social media, all these people anyone can make a YouTube video. Anyone can do it. And chapter 1 of The Way of the Superior Man is stop hoping for a completion of anything in life. If you feel like someday in the distant future things will be different, that you'll be ready, that you'll feel ready, that everything will just come into place, you're waiting for the perfect timing to, start that business, date that girl, apply to that job, or whatever it may be. Spoiler alert, it's never happening. And if you do feel like that perfect timing came or has come, good for you. But for a lot of, actually, let me think about this. There might be a perfect timing for something. But if you're waiting for it, and you're willing to sacrifice years of your life for it, it's not worth it. Start before you know how. Because oftentimes, there's this expression that goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. I don't know, do whatever you want with that. I'm just yapping. But I really want to tell you and emphasize how great of a gift past me gave to the me today, because he had the courage to start. It was my worst fear for my schoolmates in high school to find my channel. Literally, the worst fear. I had that in the back of my head after I made my first video. I'm like, man, imagine my classmates find this 3 days later. 3 days. I had 18 views. What the heck? I got him when my classmates recommended. Boom, the whole school knows about it. Oh, cry about it, bro. Cry about it. What you gonna do about it? I could have quit. I was this close to quitting. Imagine I'd quit. You would have never heard my voice. Ever. Start before you know how and have the courage to do what you actually want to do in spite of others. Someone died last night who had plans for today. Someone will die tonight who has plans for tomorrow. It could be you or me. Death does not wait for life to finish. So you can't wait for life to start. I mean, life won't wait for you to start. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. Start before you know how. I know there's something on your mind right now that you're waiting to start. Waiting for when you're ready or when this happens or when that happens. Sure, you can wait. Don't get me wrong. If you have to wait, then wait. But a lot of you, maybe you specifically, I see you. There's something that you're procrastinating that honestly you could start now if you just had the courage. The courage to fail, the courage to not know, the courage to face the uncertainty, the courage to face humiliation, because it's going to set you way miles and miles ahead of everyone else who just waited for the perfect timing, right? Imagine if I'd waited until I was 22, bro. That would have, where would I be? I don't know, but I'm glad I didn't wait. I'm glad I started before I knew how, and I had the courage to risk people finding it and me being really embarrassed, because damn, some of those videos I said some crazy things, and they're unlisted now because my teachers found it as well. But yeah, that's just the message I wanted to share with you today. Raw, unedited, unfiltered. If you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. As always, get after it.